The US's terrible mistake of selling $1 coins for $1. That sounds kind of interesting. You know, like, if we want to save time, my assumption is that the coins cost more than $1 to make. No, it's funnier.
The year was 2005. The president was George W. Bush on yet another of America's government's GRU projects. This time, DC's oldest social club had decided it was about time Americans started using more coins, like the circle things.
Why?
Specifically, they wanted people to start using more dollar coins and fewer dollar bills.
Why?
The anti-bill bill they introduced swiftly made its way through Congress, and then, a few days before Christmas 2005, it landed on the Big W's desk, who signed it shortly after. The new coins would either be stamped with the image of one of the 39 former presidents who were deceased at the time, one of their 35 first spouses, or some other liberty-evoking imagery for the 4 presidents.
Do any millennials who were around in the early 2000s with a sentient brain remember that huge quarter collection era where everyone had those big state quarter sticker things and everyone would, like a lot of people's parents were into them. They were huge. It was huge. It was everywhere. Is it worth anything nowadays? Like, everyone talked about them like getting a full set was gonna set you up for life. How much is a full set of state quarters worth? A complete collection of 50 state quarters is worth its face value of $12.50. Easy money!
Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop.
If you have the clad variety, proof state quarters, you can get up to $87 and nearly $1,500 if you have the silver variety. Yeah, I mean, they're silver though, so of course they'd be worth more.
Now, this bill had some decent points, at least 4 per page, like how larger value coins are useful for paying at parking meters, buses, vending machines, and more, but they're less good for use at certain evening establishments.
Wait, what? The point was to make strip clubs harder and parking meters easier?
Previous
That's
issuance
crazy.
of quarters with the 50 states on them also did a good job of teaching their names to kids, and the thought was that these dollar coins could do the same. Of course, there are probably more useful things coins could teach American kids, like how to write a student loan application, but this was sure a good start.
I'm sorry, what? You want the FAFSA coin? What? How the fuck is a coin gonna teach you how to do a student loan? That's fucking so stupid.
Coins are also slightly cheaper for the government. While bills are individually cheaper to produce, coins last far longer and therefore stay in circulation longer, so if the US switched entirely to $1 coins, it would save the country close to $5 billion over 30 years. Just imagine all the amazing things the US government could do with that kind of money.
5 billion savings? At our current rate of spending, that is nothing at all, but over 30 years. 5 billion over 30 years is nothing. In government spending, that's nothing.
This bill stipulated for an aggressive introduction of these coins into US circulation. As part of this, every US government anything was required to set themselves up to accept and distribute these dollar coins. The big implication of that was that any vending machine in any federal building, Smithsonian Museum, National Park, Amtrak train, aircraft carrier, F-22 fighter jet, US space station module, RQ-4 Global Hawk drone, anything government had to be set up to accept and distribute these coins.
Okay.
The problem, though, was that the public didn't like them, no matter if they were in their throats or not.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your wallet to be filled with $8 coins. You just want the dollars. You're capital D-coning. You don't even live in America. You live in fucking Canada. Oh wait, did they do that in Canada? Did Canada use loonies for dollars? That's so fucking whack. Why did we ever do this? Someone should have just said it's a Canadian thing and no one would have voted for it. Wait, I did not know that loonies and toonies were actual physical coins. The loonie is Canada's $1 coin and it's made of gold-colored nickel. They used to have a $1 bill, but it was phased out. You don't even have a bill? You literally have to use the loonie? Bro, your fucking country, bro. What? So it's like 75 cents. And so a toonie's like $1.50. You guys have a $1.50 coin that you just carry around?
To make it even easier for the general public to get these coins, a new program was set up. From the website of the US Mint, you could order $1 coins for $1 each, shipping included. Their enormous,
shipping
included? And costly mistake, though, was that they accepted credit cards. You see, whenever a vendor accepts credit cards, they'll end up paying a fee to the credit card company. These fees range between 1.5 and 3.5% and are one of the two major way credit card companies make.
Okay, couldn't MasterCard in this example, if they were a little bit unscrupulous, buy every single dollar coin that's available nonstop, buy millions of them, and then make money on the fees? Literally infinite money glitch? This is literally me guessing. I'm not pre-watched. Did this actually happen in our country? But I feel like that's such fraud that they wouldn't do it.
Of course, to persuade you to use their credit cards over debit cards, these companies usually give points, which you typically can transfer to airline frequent flyer programs.
Okay.
These points each tend to have an effective value of between
So instead,
1 and 2 cents. By now, you probably see the problem. By spending $1 to get these coins, people would get the coin, worth $1, and the credit card point, worth 1 to 2 cents. It was literally a free money machine. Once people caught on to this, the orders for these coins exploded to over 88 million in 2000. At the time, if you wanted to fly the now dead US Airways to Europe in business class, you'd have to shell up 100,000 points.
Okay.
That would mean you'd have to buy 100,000 gold coins, which would weigh in total about 1,800 pounds or 800 kilograms.
Okay.
Upon receiving these, you would then have to take them to the bank and redeposit them into your account. This didn't stop many though, with one man reportedly having ordered 2.4 million of them.
Okay,
now,
but
you'd be reasonable to think that this was a great success for the government. They got the coins out to the general
no,
public.
but no
like
one's
they
using
wanted
them
to,
for.
but the problem
They're just
was
putting them
that
back
they
in
actually
banks.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Sure, they shipped them to the general public, but then these people all just went and redeposited them right into their banks. Therefore, there were just millions of these laying around. What's more, for each coin they sent out, it cost the government a couple cents. Eventually, they caught on to this scheme and started limiting purchases to 1,000 coins every 10 days, but that could still get you a cool 36,500 points.
That's so
per year.
stupid.
After these restrictions went into place, orders dropped dramatically, and eventually, the government pulled the plug on the program in mid-2011. As for the success of the overall mission of switching the country over to $1 coins, well, to answer that, just ask any American when the last time they used one of these coins was.
5 years ago, I've never used it to pay for something. I don't think I've ever used the gold coin to pay for something.
Agent 47 with that AK-47.